We're gonna do story now, so if you are leaving to avoid spoilers, now would be the time. I'm so excited. I have been thinking all day about story. I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been thinking all day! Oh, infirmary with feminine? Okay.
Following me.
Oh, thank you, Fire! Please sleep well. Get such good sleeps. Get huge sleep energy. Massive sleep time. Thank you, Hui. I'm really enjoying it. There were some parts, well, I won't say much. I'm really enjoying it. I wait scene. Come on, baby. Whew. Sleep well, Fire. I slam dunk you into your bed. You bet this egg... You didn't think this egg could do that, huh? Slam dunk you? But I'm doing it. I'm world's strongest egg. Oh, that's an interesting way of thinking of it, Huntress. I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Lol. Wanderer! Okay, come on. It's probably... Wait, it's above us? Oh, infirmary. Oh, no, it is upstairs. Okay, hold on. I know which one to go to.
Squall Fury.
Oh, I love Wanderer's teleporting. It's so good. Alright.
Too slow. Behold.
Ooh. Oh, I love the little camera jiggle.
Awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
Ooh.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Oh.
It's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, I have not seen the Cyberpunk Genshin, but I've seen the first episode. I haven't seen the second one that you linked. I am eager to look at it though, because there is Wanderer I see on the thumbnail, so I'm like, oh yes.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Oh, and then we play as him! Oh, that's fun. This is fun. Alright. We can't jump that way, but we can probably fly or float over... What's up there on that platform? Show me It's on that platform. Can I climb this? No, it's not climbable. It's just meant to look good. Okay, okay. Alright. Well, we can't get up there. Not breakable? Okay. Not breakable. The fact that there's a lantern here is very sus. Who's living down here? Okay. What's over here? And it just opens? It has like sensors? Interesting.
Huh. This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Oh, this is definitely the forbidden area. Alrighty. Maybe I could... Nope, I have to get off. Rotate? Oh, this is just like the Star Rail puzzle. This is the Star Rail puzzle. World's largest ladders. Yeah, this is probably the way. Let's go. It's getting stuck.
Something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Yeah, cannot turn in this direction. Can I turn in the other direction? Oh, okay, wait, maybe... Wait a minute. So if I do this, it sinks back down. Okay, I think we need to... Let me adjust this first. Wait, we can't? No more adjusting of this? Oh, I must have misunderstood the puzzle. Okay, hold on. Okay. Raise up. And then... So we can't... we can't do this one. Is there a way over? Oh, wait. If I rotate this way? Can I change the way in which I rotate it? Try adjusting the rotary plate to the right angle? Okay, so it's not... Okay, hold on, it's not that one. Oh, before raising it. Okay, so it was something I was supposed to do on the first floor. It just... maybe I was using the wrong rotary plate? Because I can't activate this guy. See? I can't do anything to it. Hoyo! Okay. I think I have one solution that's a little bit more unusual. And that solution is I'm gonna jump down to the right adjusting plate. Whoa, wait, go back down, go back down. I'm gonna leap down from here. What? Hello? Wait, how do I adjust the plate then? Wasn't this how I adjusted it before? Adjust. Oh dear, Hachimachi. Help! Okay. Okay, let's try again. Okay, maybe we can rotate it from here? No? Oh gosh darn it. I think I messed up this dungeon. It just... am I... Maybe I'm just not hitting the correct... I feel like I've mucked it up. Somehow. Oh, wait, no. I rotate it here, right? This is where I rotate it? Oh my goodness, this whole time. I was like, why won't it let me rotate it? Oh, I was using the wrong rotator controls. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yache mache. Also, if the screen is moving weirdly, it's because my right hand suddenly felt like a little tired. Not like incredibly so, but I think my tendon is twitching a little bit, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let my right hand rest for a moment, so I'm gonna use my left hand to run. Oh, okay, wait, maybe I need both hands for this. Okay, what's down there? Okay. Okay. You know what? Let me do like a little stretch right now. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's get back to story. Oh, whiskers, that's awesome.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
Ooh, the water starts? Oh, and then this is, okay, probably the moment that it gets stinky.
Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as...
But I feel like the art equivalent of writing 2,000 words to get one perfect word would be like... I mean, I feel like that happens with art too, where it's like you draw a whole bunch of stuff and then only to get like the one really good one. And then you're like, yes! Yes! Everything's perfect about this drawing.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction.
Interesting.
There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Traces? How does Remine notice? This grass looks the same as that grass, which looks the same as that grass? Well, that's why I'm not a scuba diver, and he is.
But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the?
Oh, he didn't get far at all.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Remine!
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Remine! Oh, shit. Return to shore quickly. Machi. Oh, the purple around him? How sinister.
I can't die here. This is bad.
Oh no. No, Fremine!
I have to push on.
Ooh.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished,
Hmm.
and
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just
Yeah,
said
why was she there? Why did she
What
know?
you say?
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
a guest. Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be
Yeah,
able
we'll
to
go talk
explain
to him.
better.
Things are sus here.
It's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Liddy?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you
Oh,
are just in danger.
Winnie.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
Yes.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's rough. Too much adrenaline. Too much adrenaline in the system. Ooh, a little bit of Prima Gems. But yeah, thank you guys for the advice. I really appreciate it. I love the whole, whole tricking your brain into thinking something's fun. I mean, I've definitely tried that. I don't know if it's effective for me. Definitely tried that. I think maybe some self-reflection might serve me a little bit better. Because it's like, I can delude myself into thinking something is fun, but that only kind of works for so long. I'm definitely, to a certain degree, I'm the kind of person where it's like, I like something or I don't like something. I can kind of make myself think I like something if I don't, but it doesn't last for very long. But I think like maybe the best way to like something would be to like learn to like, you know, find things that I like about it maybe. Which I guess, that's kind of the point you're making, right? Just to find things about the process that you enjoy and just kind of enjoy that part of it instead of being ruled by anxiety and being like, I have to get better now because I need my art skill to be this good so that it can be of this quality when I work on my web series. Me jumping on all these beds. I love jumping on beds. I haven't done this in years in real life. This egg has not bed jumped in so long. Also, thank you, Aka. Thank you for liking my art. I appreciate it. It's nice to know that people out there like my art. I just need to learn to like my art. I just need to, yeah, that's something I want to do. Sorry guys, I keep smashing into them. That's something I want to do when my hands are a little bit better. I want to spend a little more time experimenting on art things that I like instead of necessarily falling into trends. I think trends are good because it's like a standard, right? Like people are like, oh yeah, like shading should be at this quality and like how you draw people's faces should be this anatomically correct at least to fulfill general societal standards of beauty. But also like, oh, maybe I should experiment a bit more with my art and like find things that I really enjoy about about art and about drawing, and then focusing a little bit more on that. I want to do more stuff with textures. I want to do more mixed media stuff. I did a lot of I played around with some mixed media a long time ago in like early college and pre-college, but I haven't really done that in digital for quite a while, so could be fun. Could be fun. Oh yeah, you know, tapping into the organized feeling is very nice. I agree. It can be fun to find enjoyment from how things are organized. Oh, your main strategy is routine? That's really powerful. Wait, are you someone that has a really good routine? Because I struggle with that, but that could be cool, I guess. Some people are like, I wake up at this time every day, I eat at this time, and like the routineness of it all makes them feel happy and makes them feel satisfied. I can't. For me, I enjoy routine because when I break the routine, it feels so good. But then I keep breaking the routine and then I just feel bad. And then I can't get back on the routine. But I'm getting a little bit better at doing routine. Routine is just so hard for me to get into. I'm a rebel? I don't know. It's just like I've struggled with sleeping at the same time all my life. Oh, you know what? I should just continue with the story. It's fine. Well, I don't want to miss anything about the story, but it's fine. You know, we'll figure it out. I have to run around anyways, so let's go runzing. But yeah, I've always struggled with sleeping. I sleep at, left to my natural devices, I sleep at 2 a.m. Not because 2 a.m. is like best for my internal clock or whatever, but it's because I always aim for 11:30 and somehow I end up at 2. It's just how it goes. And then if I am able to stick to it for a little while, it feels good. And then I get really tired of it, and then I break it, and I stay up till 1, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm staying up late. Why is this so fucked up? I don't know why, but I love staying up late. And I'm like, I'm so tired. Why am I like this? What's happening? I can't help it. It's so easy to just break routines.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sejuane?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please enlighten us as much as you'd like. Risley, enlighten is not much better than explain in this context.
How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them, even though you didn't know what they were trying to do.
Wow, Risley, good job.
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Oh, so it wasn't out of the good of your heart, huh?
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Interesting.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists? I will say though, wait, I'm gonna take a little peek at what chat's up to, because you guys are saying all sorts of interesting things. I want to address that before we get further in the story, because I thought it would just be some casual stuff, but we're getting more and more intense with the storyline. So let me see. Regarding shading trends, yeah, it's about artistic choice. I agree with you, Huntress. I definitely think honing that artistic choice part is very hard. I feel like, knowing the material is extremely hard, but the honing, yeah, it's hard. It's just hard. But yeah, no, you're totally right. You're totally right. 100%. You should say it. The routine is more like a challenge to the self. I kind of set a goal, like finish writing a chapter, and then I commit to a routine until the goal is finished. So all of these things are all preset prior to the challenge beginning. Incredible, Whiskers. You're very disciplined. I need to up my discipline EXP. It's a little better than before, but I need to up it even more. Very, very cool. Seeing it as a challenge, very nice. Very, very cool. Very cool. I would love to also one day be able to do something like that. I think I've kind of done stuff like that before where it's like, oh, if I can hit these deadlines, then I get this treat. Or I'll like reward myself. It lasts a little bit and then it doesn't last. My discipline EXP is not high enough to accomplish these tasks, but I'll work a bit more on it. Discipline only in short bursts, you can't sustain it for too long. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But already your short bursts, very powerful. I aim to have the same power levels. I agree with you, Huntress. Yeah. I'm into artistic choice. I think definitely artistic choice is definitely the thing in which you can see an artist's maturity. I think the more mature an artist is in their craft, the more honed their artistic choices are, so it feels even more unique to them. Okay, let's keep going with the story.
You should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
You're so sus,
That should
Risley.
be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
Oh, he's getting a little bit... I don't want to say aggressive. He's getting a little more stern here.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yeah.
Follow me.
Ooh, we're finally gonna see what's in the forbidden area. Ooh. Alrighty, let's go. Yeah, that's really good, Huntress. I think that's really important to take some time to distance yourself from your own art and to see how to improve it and compare it to others. That's so important. That's so good. Higher? I mean, I feel like oh, we need to go to the... Okay, never mind. We need to go upstairs. I was trying to understand. I was like, what's he talking about? You know what? We're just gonna teleport up there. That's faster. Yeah, I definitely know that a lot of artists whose art gets worse over time. What? Was I not supposed to leave the place? Oh, Hachimachi. But yeah, I know a lot of artists and writers whose work gets worse over time. Usually that happens because they're too engrossed in their craft that they're not taking a step back. Ooh.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of...
Yeah, or like plateauing, but also there's definitely like... No, yeah, plateauing is a way to put it. I mean, but it's also like...
Stand on the central plate.
How to say it?
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or...
Whoa! Yeah, that thing, Whiskers, that you're saying. Or just like they stop comparing their stuff to others. So like, I've definitely seen writers and artists alike who maybe they stop studying or they stop observing others.
This is the Forbidden Zone?
And it's like their
Honestly,
anatomy
for a place so
gets
well-lit,
more
Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
gooey over time. Nothing wrong with gooey anatomy, I just don't think they're aware of it. Their anatomy is getting gooey and it's not a creative choice, it's just that they're forgetting how people look and forgetting how the features sit on the face and whatnot. Or it's like... I guess it's like their aesthetics, they're in a little world of their own where they're interested in the same aesthetics and they keep rinsing and repeating it so much that it's getting like more and more generic as well. That's also something I see. Or like a writer gets too deep into their own stuff and then like yeah, things can happen. I guess I was just thinking about how, like, as much as I love One Piece, I think I've heard recently a common criticism about the newer arcs is that like Oda's introducing too many characters and there's too many strings being pulled everywhere and strange things happen where it's like Luffy's fighting someone, but then it's almost like Oda realizes, wait, Luffy can't defeat this person yet, so we're gonna postpone it. And so it cuts away and like the fight gets delayed somehow, and then like other strings are being wrapped up and other plot points are being addressed, and then we finally loop back to the fight and we're having like a Dragon Ball level of fight where it's like going forever. And I'm like, that's so interesting. I feel like earlier arcs were not like this, but it's definitely like I definitely think that like some of the complaints that I see about One Piece are happening because Oda's been working on his story for a very, very long time, and I don't think he has time to look at other people's work. So he's just stuck in One Piece land in his mind, where he's not able to compare his own stuff to other people, and he's just struggling to tie all the strings together without seeing ways that other people are solving similar problems that he's trying to solve, but in more efficient ways, maybe. Scientifically, memorizing most of the muscles can keep you from making bad anatomy for the sake of artistic choice. Yeah, I need to do that more. I only kind of know where the muscles go. I need to do muscle study. I need to do muscle study.
What a huge door!
Okay, let's go back to story.
There are 3 self-isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Yes! Oh. I like Risley a lot. He's such a sensible dude. He's maybe the most sensible dude. So many people in Genshin act like anime characters, and when I say they act like anime characters, I mean that something that anime characters do a lot is that they're overly trusting of people for no reason. Like, they will automatically like the main character despite not being given much reason to. It's almost like the main character has like an aura of charisma that people can't look away from. And so they'll just offer up tantalizing secrets for like no reason at all. But Risley just seems like a normal dude who's like, I mean, he's also falling for the main character aura a little bit. He definitely treats us nicer than other people, but to a certain degree, he seems like he behaves like a dude, like a real dude. Yeah, he's got his head on really straight. He reminds me of Dehya a lot, who I feel like was also another character that seemed like a very reasonable person in a sea of less reasonable characters. Oh, Whiskers. Oh, so true. I shake your hand. I shake your hand. It's okay. You should give yourself a creative vacation sometime. I say that so easily, as if creative vacations are easy to come by. But I nonetheless wish for a lovely break for you sometime, Whiskers. I wish for a lovely rest for you. You hate the completely socially awkward protag who somehow gets everyone to trust him just by existing. So true! I also hate it. It's not very good writing, but you know, that's just the anime flavor. I think, like, I feel like anime has a very interesting vibe to it a lot. Whenever I watch anime, depending on the vibe I'm getting for the series, a lot of times I'm just like, even when things get really spicy, I still feel very at ease. So when I say spicy, I'm not talking sexy spicy. I'm talking like things are getting dire for the main character. I still feel very at ease because I know that there's a certain level of like things will never get that bad. It's still very easygoing. So I feel like all the other characters liking the main character is part of the formula for creating that sense of escapism and like easygoingness in anime. But it's definitely like I kind of wish people didn't take that cop out to establish that feeling. It would be more interesting if that feeling was established via other methods. Yeah, the trust isn't earned a lot of the time. I think the times when they're not trusted, it's always because of story reasons. But that doesn't happen very often. When they want to create a more hostile feeling, they'll make it so that the MC is not immediately liked. But yeah, that rarely happens.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
I've definitely read a lot of stories where they were able to keep the story snappy, interesting, and fast, even if characters don't warm up immediately to them. Usually, if characters don't warm up immediately, it would just mean the main character has to do things to warrant the respect, which I think is ultimately more satisfying from a storytelling perspective. So it's like a good writer can make it work, and because it's not as easy to earn everyone's trust, it's way more satisfying. Yeah.
Stand back.
A good writer can make it still snappy, fast, and interesting.
Go on, have a look.
Yeah, really into Risley. This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. Over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
Crept upwards? I mean, it's already at max, right? That's what it looks like. So it's lowering a little bit. That looks bad.
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
Water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis.
The primordial sea.
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
There's a leak coming from somewhere. Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea?
Yes. That's very likely.
Oh, shit.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
I'm so curious. Why did they... There's so much to glean from this.
If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial
Why
sea.
did you lock the sea away? I mean, I know it's bad for the people in Fontaine, but it's like... Is it because people wanted to inhabit this land, which is why they did it? That'd be a reason, I guess. If this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
You know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede...
Yeah, why did you build it?
for the primordial sea?
Who built this place?
Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, You may go guard my secret deep underneath the waves. And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the Sinner's only home. And
I can kind of see that happening.
Stopped referring to the
It seems like something very important to just let other people guard.
Sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontanian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says.
Whew.
If this gate fails,
do you believe in prophecies?
Into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create
this
the
is
first wave of
true.
panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
What do you plan to do about it, Duke?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
This could be interesting, because I feel like his goals, our goals, are the same as the Fatui, right? Arlecchino is also trying to figure out how to stop this. What if we teamed up?
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
Yeah, there's yeah, she should be pissed.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
The lore is so interesting. These are heating up.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin.
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant...
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I it in my head.
Ah, Risley.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
Risley's like, finally, my job will be over.
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Is that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Alrighty.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
We are easily impressed.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
A whole city?
What a huge...
Oh no, it's just a ship. Oh my gosh, is this some Noah's Ark situation?
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee.
Golden bee?
Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Interesting.
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
I'm liking that the lore is being woven into the story. This is nice. Fontaine writers are doing a good job.
There's a ship in
Otherwise,
the
I would
street,
never pick up on this.
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
He's so cool. What a capable
Were you
dude.
inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Can't you share your plan
Were
with
the
everybody?
workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Oh.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Interesting. I guess he's waiting for the perfect moment when everything's ready to reveal it. That's smart.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
I don't know. We need Arlecchino's help. But I don't know if I want Arlecchino interfering with the... I don't know Arlecchino enough to decide whether we should tell her.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves...
Must have been Risley and Sejuin.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Feeling better, Linny?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions.
All right.
Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is...
Oh, he
the
might have already
long-lost
figured it
primordial
out.
sea is probably...
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
I think we need to tell them.
Super smart.
Because he's basically already, he's so close to figuring it out that if he's probably going to snoop in somehow. And then if we can like ease him into it,
Thanks so much.
maybe we can
Then
have
finally,
good
There's
results.
the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Oh, alright, it's taken out of my hands. I do share it.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the
Right? There goes the option.
and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which
I
could
think
be
so.
why
I think that's
said
what he
just
was trying to
wanted
do.
negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm.
You hungry?
Paimon's hungry.
Ah, Traveler's face.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Ah, yes, the illusion of free will. So true, CJ. How are you guys doing?
I feel like...
It's okay,
You're
Femine. Take it
incredibly
easy.
helpful.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push.
Yeah, take it easy. You know what, chat? You guys should also not push yourself too hard. You guys are working hard.
Quit following me.
Cafeteria. Okay, you know what? I think we're almost there, so we might as well just go like this.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now be... Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Food.
Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Siegewing? Uh-huh. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's... What would you like to eat?
We can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Tastiest.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon! No problem.
Yummy, yummy. Oh, the shakes are pretty bad. Free dinners are the best.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work.
We did work
after
hard.
all. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Super sharp eyes.
Do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear. Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Lenny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Lenny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader.
Very thoughtful.
I really wish Monsieur Nervio
Risley's so cool.
often too. I feel like he'd like it here. With all the darkness and chaos.
What? Nuvlet would like the darkness and chaos? I'm unsure about this.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very...
Sigewin's very sweet. Sigewin's very fun. I like her quite a bit. Everyone in this arc is very smart. I do like that.
Squall and Fury,